So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the tornado density of March through May of 2026. Remember, these are only predictions from meteorologists, so anything can change at any time. Just remember that. But all these maps are coming from AccuWeather exclusive forecasts, so go check them out. So starting with March, we are going to see a lot of moderate. We're not going to see any high risk tornadic activity during March. Speaking of March, we are in March right now, so this is what we are expecting this month. So this is more likely to happen than April, and this is more accurate. What I meant to say was this is more accurate than April or May. But we can see that Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, northeastern Alabama and northwestern Georgia, and a lot of Kentucky and southwestern Indiana will see some of this tornadic activity. Also, a little bit of Texas and Oklahoma will get in there. But that's only moderate activity, no high risk activity from what we know so far. But then we see that the low risk is obviously going to take over these maps because low risk tornado activity happens all the time during tornado season. No matter what, it could be mid-January, it could be mid-December, you're always going to see low tornadic activity whenever it rains or whenever there's a storm building up, of course. So you can see that the low risk regions are a lot of the Ohio and Tennessee Valley, even including a lot of Texas, Oklahoma, some of Kansas, Iowa, a lot of the Midwest as well, and even going down almost covering the entirety of Florida, taking over half of Florida. Why did I say taking over? It's more like, I guess, taking over. There's a lot of low risk in northern Florida, even though northern Florida basically means the panhandle at this point, but that's besides the point. Well, this is all of March. You will see that not very much tornado will happen in March. Tornadic activity will happen in March, most likely, if this is accurate. Moving on to April, we will see a lot of high risk. This is where most of the tornado activity will start up. A lot of the Tennessee Valley will see a lot of high risk, including Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, some of Louisiana, some of Arkansas, and Kentucky. A lot of the there's even high regions up in the Midwest, including Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, and even a little bit of Wisconsin. The moderate regions consist of Ohio Valley and Tennessee Valley, including some of the Midwest, including some of Louisiana, Texas, just very little bit of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, a little bit of Ohio, a little bit of Michigan, the rest of Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi. The low risk areas will be North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, some of Colorado, some of New Mexico, a lot of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. I don't know why I couldn't get it out. Alabama, northern Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, West Virginia, Virginia, Pennsylvania, some of New York and New Jersey, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, and or Minnesota and Iowa. Now, April, I think, is a very big. I think this might be the worst one, but May might be even worse. So, whenever we move on to May, we will see that it shifts more to the left. That's probably from more moist air coming in from the Gulf than cold air coming in from the north, causing it to go more into the Great Plains, including with the high risk areas including Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, and Iowa. The moderate areas, saying Texas, Colorado, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota, some of Kentucky, some of Tennessee, and very little bit of Louisiana. We also see that the low risk has a greater span right than it being all in one area, with low risk bearing barely any low risk on the left side of where all the activity is happening because of the Rocky Mountain ranges. I think it's the Rockies. I can never remember. It including even some of Montana, including North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, some of Iowa, I didn't even mention Illinois in that moderate. I'm sorry about that. But Illinois with the low, Indiana, Michigan, Iowa. Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, West Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. And that's for May of 2026, of course. So upcoming May, of course. But yeah, now after seeing the tornado density, also remember these are only predictions. They can change at any moment from heat and, from different temperature changes and all that. Moving on to the hail density map from March through May. This is through all three of the months, so they're not split up into three. So we will see that a lot of the, I think it's Tennessee Valley. I think that's where the Tennessee Valley is. And some of the Tennessee Valley, Midwest, will see high hail density, including Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and Illinois. The moderate areas, there's no low areas, but the moderate areas include New Mexico, little bits of Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska, some of South Dakota, some of Minnesota, Michigan, Iowa, Missouri, Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. So remember, only predictions. But thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, like the video, subscribe so I can hit 2K before the end of the year, and have a safe tornado season. God bless.